Hey, Mama. Before you jump into today's episode, I want to speak directly to the version of you who's already starting to feel that holiday tension in your chest. You know, when everyone needs something from you, when your inbox is on fire, when your kid's school needs last minute things, and your partner asks, "What's the plan?" Like you have it all mapped out. This episode is going to give you relief, not theoretically, not eventually, but today. Because today we're talking about protecting your peace during the busiest month of the year without guilt, without conflict, and without feeling like you're letting everyone down. So, if you're tired of holding it all together, keep listening. This one's for you. Hey, Mama. Welcome to Career Growth for Working Moms. If you're stuck in a job that doesn't fit or burning out trying to do it all, you're in the right place. I'm Shannon, a career coach and fellow working mom. Here, you'll get simple career strategies and strength-based leadership tips to help you grow with clarity and confidence. So grab your coffee or reheat it for the third time, and let's do this. Welcome back to the show. I'm Shannon, and I spent years letting December run my life instead of the other way around. But here's the thing. Peace is not something that just happens in December. Peace is protected. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from today, it's this. Peace is not passive. Peace is a leadership decision. And if you do not protect it, everything else will take it from you. Your job, your kids' activities, your inbox, your calendar, your partner's schedule, your extended family's expectation, your own pressure to make things magical. So today, we're going to do things differently. I'm not giving you a holiday bucket list. I'm not giving you a just say no more often. I'm not giving you vague advice. I'm giving you the 4 boundary shifts that will help you reclaim your time, reduce stress, stop saying yes out of guilt, and actually enjoy this season. And I'm also going to weave in how your leadership style influences the boundaries you struggle with most. Because trust me, each style falls into a different trap. But before we go any further, I need to say something directly and clearly. Mama, you are not responsible for creating a perfect holiday for everyone. You're responsible for protecting your well-being inside the holiday you are living. That shift alone, game changing. All right, let's get into the boundary shifts that will protect your peace starting today. These are 4 holiday boundary shifts that actually work for working moms because they're rooted in real life, real responsibilities, real emotional dynamics, and your real leadership style. Each one is simple. Each one is doable. Each one creates instant relief. So let's jump in. Boundary shift number 1, the I don't do that in December rule. This one is my personal favorite because it's clean, simple, and powerful. You decide right now 1 or 2 things you just do not do in December. Not out of attitude, out of protection. Because here's the truth. Peace is created by limits, not by effort. So what does this look like? Here are some examples. I don't volunteer for extra work projects in December. I don't bake from scratch this month. I don't say yes on the spot. I check my energy first. I don't attend events that drain me. I don't carry emotional responsibilities for adults. You're not saying I don't want to. You're saying this is my boundary this month. This line is strong, clear, and simple. You can even try this script. I have a December boundary around that, so I'm not able to at this time. You don't need a whole explanation. You don't need to apologize. Peace doesn't require permission. So boundary shift number 2, the slow reply strategy. December is full of urgent requests that aren't actually urgent. This shift gives you breathing room. So here's the rule. If it feels urgent, slow your response. Why? Because urgency makes you abandon yourself. Slowing down allows you to check in with your actual capacity. So here's 3 different scripts. For work, you could say, "Thanks for sending this over. I'll take a look and get back to you tomorrow." Or maybe one for your family. "Let me check our calendar and I'll confirm later today." What about just normal mom life script? "Give me a moment to think about what's realistic for us this week." This strategy alone saves you hours of emotional energy because you're no longer making commitments from adrenaline. Your leadership style influences how easy or how hard the shift is. You boss ladies in action, you want to respond right away. Slow down. Charismatic, you fear disappointing people. Slow down. Heart centered guide, you want to ease your stress. Slow down. Visionary brainiac, rushes planning ahead. Slow down. Every style benefits. So, boundary number 3 is the peace hour. This one creates instant calm. Every day, even if it's 10 minutes, choose 1 hour or one pocket of time that belongs to you. You don't fill it with tasks. You don't use it to catch up. You don't multitask. You protect it like a meeting with your boss because your peace is that important. Your peace hour might look something like drinking coffee alone, driving in silence, watching a show, taking a walk, or even journaling and reading, sitting in your car in the driveway, locking yourself in the bathroom. Seriously, no shame. And if someone asks for you during your peace hour, here's a script you can try. I'm taking a little reset right now. I'll check in with you afterward. Your kids don't need a super mom. They need a regulated mom. Your peace hour helps create her. Boundary shift number 4, the one emotional responsibility per day rule. This one is deep. Every working mom hits a wall because she's emotionally managing her kids' moods, their partner stress, extended family dynamics, school expectations, work urgency, holiday magic, financial pressure, and that's just too much for one nervous system. So your rule is you only have one emotionally hold per day. Not everyone's everything. So for example, if you're holding space for your daughter who's upset about a school event, you're not also obligated to absorb your partner's stress about work. If you're processing something heavy from work, then you're not also emotionally responsibility for soothing over family drama that night. So a script you can use is, I want to support you, but I can't take this on fully today. Let's revisit it tomorrow. And that's leadership. That's self-respect. That's emotional clarity. But before we move on, I want you to take a breath and notice which one of these 4 shifts hit your heart. Whichever one made you feel relief, that one is your next step. That one shift alone will protect more peace than changing your entire schedule. Now that we've talked through the 4 boundary shifts that can instantly protect your peace, let's zoom in on how your leadership style shapes the boundaries you're most likely to struggle with and the boundaries you need the most this month. Because every woman hits December differently, not because of personality, but because of wiring. Your wiring determines what drains you, what pressures you feel, and what boundaries will give you the most relief. So let's break these down one by one. Boss lady in action, you need the I don't do that in December rule. You're the doer, the producer, the engine. You don't burn out because you can't handle the load. You burn out because you carry all of it before you even notice you're drowning. So here's the boundary coaching you need. You must limit your responsibilities on purpose. You must slow your yes reflex. You must stop letting competence turn into obligation. Your biggest December trap is taking on more because it's faster to do it yourself. Your biggest December boundary? I don't do that in December. So, a script for you may be, I'm simplifying this month to protect my energy, so I won't be able to take that on. This is what gives you space again. All right, charismatic queen, you need the slow reply strategy. You feel responsible for keeping the vibe high, for making things special, for making sure everyone is happy and included. Your December exhaustion comes from emotional pressure, not task pressure. So here's your coaching. You need time to check your alignment before you say yes. You need to stop absorbing expectations as obligations. You need a space to ask, do I want this? Your biggest December trap is saying yes instantly because you care or because you don't want to disappoint people. Your biggest December boundary is the slow reply strategy. And here's a script for you. That sounds lovely. Let me check my capacity and get back to you. This alone protects your peace and opens up room for genuine joy instead of forced enthusiasm. Okay, heart centered guide, you need the one emotional responsibility per day rule. You feel everything, you absorb emotions without meaning to. You're the heart of your family, which is beautiful but also heavy. Your exhaustion doesn't come from task, it comes from emotional saturation. So here's your coaching. Your peace is protected through emotional limits, not time limits. You must stop taking responsibility for your feelings that aren't yours. You need permission to step out of emotional management mode. Your biggest December trap is trying to make everyone feel okay at the same time. Your biggest December boundary is one emotional responsibility per day. Here's a script for you. I love you and I want to support you. I just can't take this on fully today. Can we revisit this tomorrow? This boundary frees your nervous system faster than anything else. Okay, you visionary brainiacs, you need the peace hour. You live in your head, planning, anticipating, connecting dots, solving problems. So your exhaustion comes from mental overload, not emotional overload. Your mind doesn't naturally stop thinking, especially during the holidays. So here's your coaching. You need daily mental quiet. You must interrupt the planning spiral. You need to return to your body, not your brain. Your biggest December trap is trying to structure, optimize, or plan the perfect holiday. Your biggest December boundary is protecting the peace hour. No planning allowed. And here's a script for you. I'm taking some quiet time to reset. I'll revisit this afterward. That's the reset that helps you clear instead of overstimulate. Notice how each style needed something a little different. The boss lady needs limits. Charismatic queen needs space before saying yes. The heart-centered guides need emotional boundaries, and the visionary brainiacs need mental quiet. That is why generic boundary advice never works. It has to match your wiring. And when it does, peace becomes so much more accessible. All right, Mama, take a breath with me because what we just talked about, this is the part that changes the entire month for you. Not because you're suddenly going to have wide open schedules, not because your responsibilities will magically disappear, because they won't, but because you are now equipped with something most working moms never get: a strategy for peace. Not a hope, not a wish, a strategy. And if there's anything I want you to remember from this episode, it's this. You are not protected by quiet circumstances. You are protected by clear boundaries. The holidays don't get easier on their own. People don't ask for less. Kids don't need less. Work doesn't slow down. Life doesn't adjust itself to your bandwidth. But you can adjust what you say yes to. You can adjust what you take on emotionally. You can adjust how quickly you respond. You can adjust how much of yourself you give away. And that is where your peace starts. So before you go back into the world today, I want you to give you a closing moment of clarity, not softness, but certainty. I want you to think about which boundary shift do you need to practice today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when things calm down, but today. Let's walk through them one more time quickly and see which one your body responds to. I don't do that in December. If hearing that gave you a sense of relief, that's your boundary. The slow reply strategy. If you often say yes before checking in with yourself, that's your strategy. The peace hour. If your mind is overstimulated and you haven't had quiet moments in weeks, that's your reset. One emotional responsibility per day. If everyone's moods lands on your shoulders, that's your lifeline. Whichever one you choose, protect it like you protect your children. Protect it like you protect your job. Protect it like you protect everyone else's needs. Because here's the truth. Protecting your peace is protecting your family. Protecting your peace is protecting your career. Protecting your peace is protecting your leadership. You cannot from what you refuse to refill. So let me say this directly. You deserve peace in December, not as a reward, not as a luxury, but because you are a human, not a holiday machine. Your family doesn't need perfection. They need a mom who feels like herself. They need a mom who can laugh, breathe, soften, enjoy. They need a mom who's not hanging on by a thread. And you deserve that version of you too. So here's your coaching challenge for this week. Choose one boundary shift, implement it today, and protect it all month long. Not all 4, not even 2, just one. One shift can reclaim an entire month of emotional energy. Go lead this month with strength. Go protect your energy. Go reclaim the parts of December that are meant to be yours. And remember, peace isn't found, it's chosen. And you're choosing it today. All right, I'll see y'all next week. Hey, Working Mama, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds to share it with a friend who's stuck in her career but doesn't want to sacrifice her family to grow? Also, please leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts. It seriously lights me up to know this show is helping you navigate burnout, find clarity, and lead with confidence. All right, time to shut down my laptop and pretend I'm not hiding from folding that laundry. I'll meet you back here soon for another episode of Career Growth for Working Moms. You've got this.